G'day everyone, welcome back. Well, today we have a very special guest on the show. We have Aussie Bonsai Bloke over from his YouTube channel. We're going to be watching him prune this beautiful Hawthorn Bonsai today. It's going to be more of a refined prune, just getting it ready for that spring growth, which is just around the corner. I find it's best in bonsai to listen and learn from the more experienced people. So we're just going to sit back for the next 10 to 15 minutes and watch him prune and listen to what he has to say, listen to the tips he has, and there'll be a little time lapse at the end. But I hope you guys enjoy and find it as relaxing as I will. Cheers.
Good day, Aussie Bonsai Bloke, yeah, go. Well, we're still at Laurie's here, we're working on this tree. I hope you guys have come over to Plant to Banter from my channel. Check it out, we're going to work on this tree. He's in the background, he doesn't want to be on camera, but he's doing the editing and promoting his channel. Maybe he'll do some narrating when things get boring, because, you know, it can get a bit boring sometimes watching someone work on a tree. But basically today we're just going to work on this Hawthorn and just trim it back. The buds are starting to shoot out, so it really needed doing a week ago. But to be honest, we had a 30-degree day which just pushed it along flat out. Before then, there was almost no buds shooting. No repot on the video, just trimming, and I wouldn't want to dirty up Laurie's house anyway with dirt from a repot, and I don't think it needs it. But anyway, so we're going to work on this. Just have some fun with your tongue. Bloody beauty. Courtesy of Laurie, the man just keeps giving. Got myself a ton, and let's get into it. So basically the plan of the video will be just to trim back for ramification. I've got a back branch here that's super long, you can see. I don't know whether I was lazy last year and just didn't trim it last year, or whether I was trying to develop a back branch. I think I purposely was developing a back branch. We've got that many trees, I forget what I'm doing. But either way, it's got fat enough now. I can start cutting some of these fatter shoots back and leaving it out the back, so it's going to stay in the light. You can't cut it back too hard, otherwise it'll be under the shade of all the other, you know, branches. So you got to allow it to get some light. So I'm going to cut it back reasonably long out the back here. And apart from that, just get rid of any big knobs. The Hawthorns get these big knobs on them. I'll bring one to show you. But we get these massive knobs that just form, even though there was only 2 branches there. Super crazy, but that's what happens. So I'll get rid of the worst of the knobs, leave some, because if you get rid of all of them, you'll be cutting everything off. Here's another big one here. So I'll probably go through and remove some of the most ugly ones first. And then we're just going to simply trim the tree back. Any really straight, boring bits, we'll just chop them back a bit harder. And that's pretty much it. So we're just going to work our way through, cut back any of the big knobs on it. Like up here, there's another big one up here. Super amount of flower buds on this tree this year, so I reckon this year it's going to shine and it's going to be in full flower. So we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, yeah, this tree's going pretty good. I don't know if I did a video on it last year. I don't think I did. I think it got neglected last year and just sat without being worked on. So I'll do all the big cuts first for this one. Get rid of any of these funny knobs. Try and work on a branch somewhere where you can get to everything and then move to another branch. At the moment, I'm sort of moving around a fair bit all over the place, but we get it done. There's not a lot to trim on this tree really. Just chop back some of these big knobby ones.
Maybe I'll move it closer.
Alright. Yeah, I reckon come in for a bit of a close-up now. Yeah, you can see how you get those knobby bits on these trees. I'll come over here where you are. So I guess what probably happens is you get like 4 branches like this, and they grow for too long, and then I cut 2 off and it gets knobby. So you got to really reduce that now. I'm starting to trim back the horizontal and the down branches first. Is what I've been starting to try and do now, so that the tree develops more upright and less, less like a pine, because we've been too busy trimming our trees like a pine, and it's time to trim them like a deciduous. So I'll just go through here and just do some chopping. These scissors seem super sharp. Little bit nerve-wracking here, talking and filming in front of Laurie here, because I'm normally in the shed on my own, just talking to myself. So I've got to get used to that. It's a bit of a nervous thing to do, to be honest. A bit different. I'll just work my way around. So yeah, definitely a bit more nervous than normal.
Pressure's on, mate.
Pressure's on. So you can see where in previous years I've let too many branches grow here and you get that fat bit. So I've chopped 2 off, and I'm just going to leave it like that for another year and see what comes of it. Hawthorn are notorious for doing that. A lot of the other trees are a bit more forgiving, but Hawthorn, you get these fat balls just form everywhere if you let it overgrow. Making a mess here at Laurie's place. He assured me it's fine, and I can make a bit of a mess, it's alright. So yeah, plant to banter. Laurie's got quite a few videos up now. I've even got to catch up on some. I've been a bit slack. So I've got to catch up on some. And he's got some really cool seed videos, growing from seed, rewilding the landscape as well, and pretty cool. So make sure you guys check him out. Hopefully enough of you guys are on board on this video, and subscribe to his channel. His editing is way better than my editing. My editing's very lazy, which you would come to expect from me. Laurie does a much better job. So we're basically just chopping all the long ones back. This bit here died. It's got an ugly bit there, so let's just chop that whole thing off. I might even chop this whole bit off here, because that one goes back into it all. And then just trim the top here. Yeah, it's a bit different. Doing a video in front of people. It's like a demonstration.
It's good practice.
Yeah, good practice. This is like a practice of a demo. So if I ever go somewhere and do a demo, I'll remember this day, and I'll remember back to how nervous I felt. It's like doing my first ever video again. Super nervous. Even though same amount of people watching at home, for some reason it just feels different. So I believe these fat buds here, I don't know if you can see that, I believe all these fat buds are going to end up with flowers in them. The leaves come first, and then not far after the leaves extends a nice flower on the hawthorn, and they just look stunning. This whole tree turns into green, a really nice green, and then it ends up with a full white, tiny little flowers all over it. It looks so pretty. I think I have shown it a few years ago, but last year I don't think it had a very good flowering, because the summer before I let it burn in the heat. I didn't look after it properly, it dried out. And I didn't have a shade structure back then. Now I've got a shade structure, and it did a lot better last year in the shade structure. did a lot better. Here we got a massive branch crossing over everything. Probably a 2-year-old branch. So we're going to chop that one out. And if you want to, I'm pretty sure hawthorns take from cuttings pretty easily. So you can do cuttings from them, I believe. I think that's right, isn't it, Laurie?
I'm not sure. Actually,
not sure. But yeah, I think they do if you want to do cuttings from them. We are getting around the tree pretty well. Just taking low ones off, taking wherever there's 3 or 4, taking the ones from the inside of the crotch, and cutting some dead bits off, trimming back the straight boring bits to something a little bit more interesting. It's a fairly big tree, but because it did have such a poor year, and then I think I trimmed it last year, just kept trimming it to get some more divisions, and I don't think the growth last year in summer was actually that good. So I only trimmed it once or twice because I think it was recovering from the year before getting burnt really bad. So that's another thing. If you're having a poor year on your tree, it might not even be from that year. It could be from a couple of years earlier where you've let it dry out or something happen, and it's just trying to recover and get back energy in its system. And now it looks like it's got heaps of energy because it's really just trying to push out everywhere. And I think it's going to be just a super healthy year this year. Lots of flowers, so I'll keep you guys updated on the flowers when they do come. And I believe it'll be absolutely covered in flowers. It's going to be a cool year. So basically we just keep working our way around the tree like this. Just trimming back straight and boring. Trying to keep the more upward branches because it is a deciduous. You don't want to keep the downward ones or the sideways, horizontal ones. So if there's 3 from one spot, cut off the one that's going horizontal, keep this one that's coming straight up and just shorten it back a bit. That way, over time, even though I first originally styled this one because it was one of my first trees, I styled it more like a pine. So the primary branches are pretty well set, but over time, trimming for upward growth will eventually give it more of an upright feel anyway. So it's not all lost. You don't have to go and cut all your branches off and start again. Just keep some more upward growth and it will start to get more of that upward natural deciduous feel about it again. But yeah, pretty cool tree. Had it for years, pretty happy with it. There was only a single trunk when I first got it. I'm not quite sure where I got it from. I think I bought it from the Adelaide show for like $30 or something, just for a plain trunk. Yeah, that was it.
Shall we put it on hyperlapse and
Yeah,
so we can enjoy the rest?
So we can do our pruning. G'day guys, well, me and Laurie have trimmed it up. She's all trimmed up and cut off some of the more ugly stuff. It does certainly look a lot better, a lot tidier. Laurie did a better job than me of getting rid of the rough stuff. I got a bit lazy, so he took over. And it looks really nice and clean now, so pretty cool. Cheers for watching and subscribe to Laurie's channel on Plant Banter, and make sure you share him around because he's got a pretty cool channel and he's going to bring more and more videos, so that's really cool. So cheers guys, I'll give you guys a spin on the way out, and I'll catch you next time, and you'll catch Laurie soon.